grew up in South Charleston, Ohio, which is a very tiny little town, and I started playing music at a very young age. I started out with piano, took lessons for a long time, hated it like most kids do. Started playing guitar in college and never really looked back.
And love is always young. Hot damn, just look at you, baby. Every little thing you do takes me.
My musical influences started out very early with a lot of Motown because that's what my mom played around the house. So I think I got an awful lot of my sensibilities for lyrics and arrangement from that. And as I grew up and kind of developed my own tastes, that turned into 38 Special and a lot of the 80s rock, people like Journey and Foreigner.
Hey Murphy, go away. I think you've made your point today. Find someone else to preach the law to for a while.
You know, you put all that together with some of the things I listen to now, a lot of the newer artists, and I think that's where my music comes from. It's a mix of all those elements.
Take a risk, take a chance, 'cause you'll never get to dance if you're standing by the punch bowl looking on. Go big or go home.
Well, today we're shooting a video for Go Big or Go Home. We've got Whiskey Dick's Bar here set up with several different scenes, the last of which is going to be a massive crowd scene with the stage you see in the back here. We're following the storyline of the song and we're cutting it into a big bar scene, so it's going to be a hoot.
Hey there, sweet mama.
Well, I started writing music as early as high school with my band then, and also with my band Gingley Joe, who I cut my teeth playing with on the roads around the Midwest. And a lot of what I write comes from experiences that we had, and also a lot of the things I see in everyday life.
Nobody does nothing better than me. I'm all about.
There's actually a lot of personal situations in these songs on this CD because I've written a lot of songs based on experiences of friends or things that they've said.
Just as pretty as she can be, but I got my doubts.
A song like I've Got My Doubts is a good friend of mine who can't seem to find that perfect girl, and it was written specifically about him.
Well, I tried like the devil just to fake a smile ever since you done me wrong.
More so than in the past, I've really written a lot of these songs based on experiences that I'm seeing other people have or that I'm having myself. And I think as a result, they came out a lot more real than anything I've ever written.
If you're gonna break my heart, break it all the way. Break it hard, break it fast.
You gotta look for hooks in everyday life. Everything from what somebody did when they showed up at work that day to a very serious event in their life could be a heck of a song. I feel like songwriting and performing really need to go hand in hand. As a songwriter, we want to make people happy and have people touched by the songs we write. You know, if you don't try it out on them, you don't know if that's happening at all. I'm really excited about the album because this is the first compilation of songs that I've done with complete Nashville production. I've got 14 original songs on here, most of which I solo wrote, and they just have such a wide range from bluegrassy feel to very contemporary to traditional. I really feel like I've covered a pretty broad range, and I'm really, really proud of it. A lot of my influences are guys around town that have done similar things, as well as some acoustic artists who I've been a big fan of for a long time. That's bullshit. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm Eric Duff's friend. We grew up together.
This album was not just to put together a good compilation of songs. We're really targeting the country audience and basically using this as bait. Get off my stage. I'm really all about family. We got excellent players on this album. JT Cornfloss played a lot of guitars. Glenn Duncan on fiddle. It's a huge list. These guys have played with everybody from Chesney to Shania Twain. That's not true.